What is wokeness, and is being woke distracting us from more pressing issues in life, such as men doing things to children? Let's see if that's true.
Guys,
Hi guys.
we were banned. That's
We
why
were
we didn't have-
we were banned. No, we were suspended.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was like a temporary ban though.
Yeah.
We
So-
were because we
Apparently
We're
we are
enticing
controversial and we say things and stuff which I honestly I think that's crazy. Like, they think that we are like against we entice violence against men, which is crazy.
because if I remember correctly, I gave a whole speech before the last live where I was like, we're comedians. Everything is alleged. I said alleged for 50 times.
Yeah.
And then Twitch was like, well, this is not okay. I think they didn't hear my speech. And then basically when the live ended, she was like, I think your connection is bad.
I was like, oh,
we didn't think that it was because
and we didn't think that we actually did something because we thought it was very normal.
Yeah, but then Liz, management said that we got suspended and then we could appeal.
Yeah.
So I appealed and I said to Twitch, they were like, give us the reason why you don't agree. And I was like, we said we were comedians and we shouldn't be taken seriously.
Yeah. So
and then Twitch was like, they reviewed it and then they were like, oh now you're actually really banned because what are you guys saying?
We're gonna really suspend you right now.
Yeah, 100% you're banned right now.
Yeah.
So, I just want to make very clear that that was not us. That last live, all the lives, that was not us saying all this.
Yeah. And we just really want to make clear that we
would never say that.
And we care.
We care about men.
And mental health for men.
And loneliness epidemic or what the fuck is going on there.
We care about that. We care. And honestly, also, I would open a camp for them, for incels. I want to open a camp for incels. And I feel like I can
help them.
Yeah, I can help them.
Yeah.
And, we could have some girls, could beat them.
No.
Oh, shit, man. Beat some sense into them.
Yeah, exactly.
To understand the power that they really have.
Yes.
That they could have.
They're powerful. They're kings. They're kings. They can be kings.
Kings of the underworld.
Yes.
Because
okay, so sarcasm aside, you have to sell a dream to people if you want to be online. If you're talking about reality, you're going to get kicked off promptly or you're going to get suppressed. So I know a lot of people are asking, why are people lying to us? They have to lie to you. That's part of the game, okay?
Oh, we're not trying to get suspended. No. We love everyone. And this channel is for peace and love. And we do not want anyone getting hurt. Okay, guys, have the woke people left the chat, you think?
Do you think the incels have left?
Do you think they have left? Because then we can get back to business.
Okay, so
let me see.
Listen, guys.
Men above 25?
Already expired.
You're done.
Ugly. Why are you even alive? Why are you even breathing?
If you're 29 as a man, you should be in a museum. You're a fossil.
I thought dinosaurs were dead. Why are you walking around outside?
Why literally are you outside when your bones need to be studied in a museum?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Everyone is like, we don't know if these prophets existed. We don't know if it was real, this and that. Just ask these 29-year-old men.
Yeah, they lived
after 25.
Time.
They're so old. Ask them. They were alive and they were alive.
Literally.
So, yeah, we basically... Oh, we have an update. Sabina went to Dallas to sell my car, sell all of my stuff.
Because I saw my sister's son.
She saw my son. How was it?
It was great.
It
was so good to see him.
Yeah. And honestly, I'm not gonna talk about the situation anymore because I have crashed out about it and that's it. Obviously, I have still lawyers working on the case and they've told me that maybe I should really now stop talking. maybe it's time.
Maybe
So-
it's time to take a step back.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna talk about this anymore.
But it's so funny to me, like, you know, like if a man was in the same position and he was crashing out, everyone would be like, "Oh, poor guy."
Poor daddy. Look at him. He loves his child so much.
Yeah, poor guy. But always, like, when a woman shows any anger
Or emotion. It's
or
like
emotion, it's like, can you
she's
behave?
unstable. Yeah, she's
Yeah, because you're lower on the hierarchy. So your anger is seen as malevolent no matter what it is. So if we're going to use male and female because that's the most obvious dynamic here. If a man is angry about something, it's seen as righteous. It's seen as true love. It's seen as him wanting to be a savior, but there's something blocking him. Always has a heroic aspect applied to him. And everybody who's higher up on the hierarchy, they all have heroic aspirations or perspectives applied to them. If you are lower on the hierarchy, you're immediately a crash out. You're immediately untrustworthy, dangerous, violent, criminal, all the negative things that is associated lower in the hierarchy. And you will hear this language spoken by people who are higher up on the hierarchy, and people who are at different aspects of the hierarchy. So, for example, if you are somebody who is lower than the person that you are competing with or going through a power struggle with, but you also use those terms towards somebody who's lower than you are participating in the game, which is why personally I don't have any sympathy for anybody who's going through a power struggle, because I know for a fact that when it comes down to it, when it's time for them to punch down at somebody who is lower on the hierarchy than them, they will use these terms as well. They will discredit them because everybody knows how the hierarchy works. They just pretend it doesn't work when they want to be a victim. Every situation you're in has a power read. Most people can't see theirs until it's already gone. That's what the board read is. You send me the whole board, the messages, the dynamic, what's actually being said under what's being said. And I tell you where the power is moving. Green for when you're gaining it, and red when you're handing it away. And the one move that pulls it back. You don't gain any comfort, and I don't spin the situation to your favor. You just get the true reading of the board. It's $150, and the link is in the description.
she's unstable. She's crazy. What is she doing? Yeah. And it's like, you know.
By the way, that's why I'm not a feminist, because I can't sit around and listen to people talk about how they're victims all day, but then they'll turn around and say something to me based on a different aspect of who I am, for example. Maybe women won't comment on the fact that I'm a woman, but they'll comment on something else, which is, that's just how the power hierarchy works. You can't have sympathy for other people. And that's the reality of it. If you actually go out and socialize and get into conflict with people and just experience just regular social stuff with people, you will always see that they will pull out something against you, but they cry victim when somebody does the same thing to them.
If you take a child from a mother, moms have done way worse. Like, I think I'm still very calm.
Yeah, literally.
Very calm.
I feel like when women go online, there's like this certain, you also see this with like women on reality TV shows,
yeah,
influencers, all this, like there's this certain standard that the world has for women and how they should behave.
Yeah.
And anything that doesn't fit that standard is like, oh, she's ratchet, she's ghetto, she's this, she's that, all these things, when it's like, why can't a woman just show emotion the same way men do it all the time?
Yeah.
Like, look at soccer.
Yeah, they break TVs, and then we all look at them. We think, "Wow, this is normal." Yeah. Or they go outside, they break cars because their team didn't win, and we look at them. We say, "Wow, this is a really normal behavior."
No, they literally will fucking cry. Like, literally, your man will leave you if Cristiano Ronaldo tells him come.
For sure,
He will leave you.
Your man will leave you. For sure, for Cristiano.
And if he doesn't score, he will break everything that's in the house, and then he will look at a woman and say, "You're very emotional."
Yeah. Like, I think these people should be institutionalized.
Say that again.
Institutionalized.
Institutionalized. Word of the day, guys.
Yeah.
Institutionalized. Yeah. Where did you learn that?
I saw it in a TV show.
Shit, that's a good word, actually.
They should be. They're mentally ill.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, anyway, Dallas was, yeah, it was great to see my nephew. He's so cute. Yeah, and so, yeah, everything like in the United States is sold. I don't know why I'm saying this to you guys.
You are updating them, guys. Everything is.
I don't know. I don't know what I can say at this point.
Yeah, I think. Look, guys. Oh my God, I was gonna give you guys the tea, okay? And if I show you guys some messages, you guys will like fucking die. Like I'm seriously like, I wish I could show you guys, but unfortunately,
we can't.
This ain't funny no more.
No,
this ain't funny no more. So
yeah. Yeah, the cats are, so basically when you're trying to move the cats, they have to get vaccines. Yeah, they have to get vaccines and they have to get blood work done, so the cats will only be able to travel in like 2 months. Yeah. So that was like the biggest problem, actually. Yeah, but they're my cats a lot. Yeah, and they're so sweet, but they're being taken care of. Yeah, they're being taken care of. They live with someone right now, like my personal trainer. I pay him to watch them, and he's like very good with cats. So he has his own cat, really, so that's sweet. Yeah, guys. But yeah, we wanted to address some things that have been going on because of our lives, which the first thing, they're calling us homophobic. First of all, in order to be homophobic, you need to care. We do not care. We are two very self-centered girls, and we don't care about. Like, it's not that we don't care about. I do not care about who you're fucking. Yeah, I do not care. I do not care if you're fucking a fucking oven right now. I don't fucking care. Okay, you can do whatever you want. That's not my business. I only listen to me. DL demons. I've explained this 1,000 times. If you are a man that is DL and that is repressing your sexuality, and you're taking that out on a woman by abusing her, by doing whatever to her or wasting her time, then we are at war. Yeah.
So that is considered homophobic, first off. And this is what I referred to earlier. You position yourself as a victim and then you punch down at somebody else's non-conformity with society, right? There are tons, if not the vast majority of males who are solely attracted to men abuse women, but you make it a gay thing when gay men have nothing to do with what you're saying. In addition, you say these terms negatively. Straight people don't have terms associated with them negatively because when it comes to sexuality, they are at the top of the hierarchy. But when you start saying things like DL, you can't expect to not be considered homophobic. That is extremely offensive to those individuals. And it's not even DL behavior that they're referring to, it's just bisexuality.
Yeah. Now I want you dumbasses to ask yourself, okay, am I a DL demon? Do I beat women? Do I abuse women? Am I wasting their time because of my own desires? Huh?
It's not that they're wasting your time. Heterosexuality is seen as superior in this society. So of course, people are going to engage in what gives them the least amount of problems in life. So if the premise of heterosexual superiority did not exist, then this DL thing would not be an issue at all.
Huh? No? Okay, then shut the fuck up, because that's not about you, okay? Like, I hate woke people. I hate them. Yeah, I think you guys are a fucking cult. I think you guys are fucking annoying. I think you guys create problems where problems don't even exist. Like, woke people is literally privileged people that have never been through shit. Yeah, like literally. Never. If you come.
So dating a man who is bisexual is going through shit. And this is what I mean. The entitlement to straight men, in which you also simultaneously cannot identify, but you find the bisexual man attractive because he more likely than not takes care of himself, because bisexual and gay men have a different beauty standard, and this beauty standard just so happens to be really attractive to women. So It's kind of messed up because if you're a straight woman, the men that you're most attracted to are men who are attracted to men, because those men are also trying to appeal to men the same way women try to appeal to men. So that's the dilemma there, and it's not really that's not going through something, that's not a privilege. It's just heterosexuality. Like women throughout the world go through what she's talking about, and it's not because the man is on the down low or he's bisexual, because he's not gay. A gay man would not have sex with a straight woman, like end of discussion. He's bisexual. So, and a straight man wouldn't have sex with a man. So yeah, he's absolutely bisexual. So you have to be upfront with that and ask him if he's bisexual. If he says no or you have any doubts, then back out. If this breakdown helped, the real work is on Substack. That is where I go deeper than any video can. On Substack, I take apart books, movies, and videos for what they actually say about power, who has it, who's built to hand it over, and how that machinery still runs today. Story first, strategy underneath. It's $10 a month, the difference between watching power and understanding it. Links in the description. Come take your power back. Start seeing it, then start taking it.
Come to this channel or this stream, like with your wokeness, you're not welcome here.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
we don't want you.
There's real life issues.
Yeah.
There's like a lot of shit going on. Like grown men are raping little children.
No, never.
But you never talk about that.
Yeah, but who's creating those men? Women, right? And women are dating those men, marrying those men, having sex with those men, and having children with the child rapists. So who are these issues supposed to be addressed by? The women that we see on the screen.
Never.
You know, not one video about the Epstein files.
No,
like 2 girls joking on a stream. Oh, we take that very seriously.
Don't say that.
Because you guys are lower on the hierarchy, that's why. So rules for thee, not for me.
Like, do you even know what fucking homophobia is, you dumb fuck? You don't know shit. You just yap. You sit there with your fucking purple ass hair. Yeah? Don't come for us. Leave us fucking alone. Teletubbies.
But it's just like it's so crazy because I feel like in this day and age people don't study the definition of words anymore.
Yeah,
like they throw around narcissism, like all these disorders,
yeah,
like serious mental illness, disorders. They throw it around like it's nothing. They see like a video of 10 minutes, they're like, they diagnose someone.
Yeah,
you know, they're like, oh, this is homophobia, and it's like, do you guys know what the weight of these words?
Yeah,
you know, my sister, she went to the protest in Afghanistan, which you should talk about.
Oh yeah.
And this
so there was this guy or I don't know what he identifies as. I don't want to be disrespectful, I don't know, but his name is Jalal NX on TikTok, and he's such a sweet guy. He was like there to protest whatever, and I met him, and he had like 2 black eyes because these Afghan guys beat him up on the street because he is I don't know, maybe he's queer, gay, I don't know what he is. But basically, like, because he like isn't straight, they beat him up on the street, and he said it's the 4th time that this has happened, and this is fucking insane.
Yeah, but there's different types of homophobia or microaggressions, right? There's social and then there's physical. He experienced the physical kind, and then calling someone gay just because or DL just because you don't like their behavior or that you don't like that they're bisexual is considered homophobia. I know a lot of people don't like that, but in the real world, when you go out to the real world and you start calling people DL or you start calling people gay, that is looked down upon. Like I understand that she's online, she's this online personality, she's a millionaire. She doesn't have to be socially adept, but I see a lot of like just everyday, even like poor people who don't know how to conduct themselves in real life saying this type of stuff.
Like, how mentally ill do you have to be to beat someone up on the streets? Because
he doesn't have to be mentally ill. He's just straight. He's higher up on the hierarchy and he feels entitled to that, especially in Afghanistan. So something like that, he won't get repercussions for that. Similar to how he won't get repercussions for stoning a woman based on his belief of what that woman did, or his wife, what his wife did, for example. If he believes his wife was looking at another man and he wants to preserve his honor and he wants to kill his wife, that is protected because he is highest in the hierarchy in that context.
they don't fit into your agenda, you fucking weirdo.
But I like, that's the thing what I don't understand. Like, why as a human being do you get angry by someone having like being attracted to the same sex? Like, why does that anger you? Like, I cannot imagine waking up and thinking, oh, I'm so angry that someone is in love with the same sex or is attracted. Like,
Yeah.
like how? Like, either you're suppressing something in yourself and you get triggered.
Yeah.
But like, to
No,
go,
I don't think it's suppression. It's really a feeling of superiority. And I mean, sure, like it's possible that they can be suppressing it, but again, you're putting the blame back on gay and bisexual people for that. It's a power dynamic. It's hierarchy. For someone to get a power orgasm, and again, I got this term from Julia Cha. I love this term. For someone to get that, they have to dominate the person they see as lesser than. So you will see this in people who get angry when, and like they get angry with you. So let's say you're somebody who's lower on the hierarchy and you're dealing with someone who's higher up on the hierarchy. You guys have always had a good interactions, good dynamic. I wouldn't say you're friends necessarily, but every time you guys see each other, it goes well. And then as you try to deepen your connection with them, you guys have a disagreement. And then this person starts calling you all types of slurs and just basically inappropriate stuff because they see you as lower on the hierarchy than you. They thought you were okay when they had an idealized view of you, but now that you're revealing something more that they do not like about yourself, or you do not agree with them on something, that is when they start attacking you, and they feel the need or the ability to do that because they see you as lower than them. So in other words, I will only be nice to you, or I won't be hateful toward you as long as you adhere to the hierarchy, as long as you respect my not even respect, but like elevate my perspective, my life, just me in general, my image. People higher up on the hierarchy, they hate when you don't uphold and prioritize their image over your own, or you just focus on yourself. They absolutely abhor that, and you can tell who has a superior or a superiority or a supremacist mindset based on that when they feel entitled to people deferring to them or liking them or handing over power to them. They believe they cannot be questioned. They cannot be they can't even be disliked. So they think that everybody lower they perceive as lower than them has to like them. So this is very common.
cool.
And oh, this is the number one way to tell if someone has a superiority complex. If they openly announce that they don't like you, as if they created that circumstance. It doesn't matter if you don't like them, their denunciation of you is all that matters. And I've noticed people who are higher up on the social hierarchy, they announce this with such entitlement, as if they think that other people inherently like them or worship them.
Go on the street and beat people, you
You're
need to be
ill.
locked up. No,
You're ill. No, seriously, yeah. And I think this is really sad. Like,
and these are the DL demons we talk about.
Yeah, and it's
because like these homophobic, these people that called us homophobic or whatever we said, we are actually addressing a real problem that is affecting your community, by the way.
Yeah.
Because
no, it's affecting the straight community only. It's not affecting gays. Again, these are straight men. If they are bisexual and they are on the DL, and again, she says she doesn't, people don't know the definition of words, but someone who's on the down low will not beat up men if they're getting their proclivities gratified on the down low. They'll just keep doing it on the down low. And even then, they are the vast minority. The majority are individuals who genuinely believe that they're superior because they are heterosexual.
Stories that we have told you have all came from gay men.
Yeah, we're
that
just the
have told us.
mouthpiece. We're just the mouthpiece.
Literally, we know this one gay guy who's one of the most beautiful men I've ever seen in my life.
Literally.
That's what I said. I read this. By the way, I did not watch this video. I can read Power Dynamics and Sexuality like a book. Women find what they perceive to be as gay men the most attractive physically because they take care of themselves in a way that men would like.
Saw him and I was like, wow, damn.
Yeah,
I've never seen
that
him
you're
more
gay,
beautiful. Like, yeah.
He literally said that he's dating a guy that is down low and is
he has a
fiance or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But
not down low, it's bisexuality, and he has a man on the side because he doesn't want to present as gay. He wants to present as straight. So this is bisexuality.
Dating this guy who is like down low, and that gay guy wanted to leave him, and that guy literally told him like, I will like take your life.
Yeah, and again, perfect. In this situation, they would actually more likely kill the gay guy because if you leave, he has no leverage over you anymore, and you might reveal all his secrets. And plus, as a guy who's bisexual and married, it's very hard to actually find a man who will consistently who will be with you long term and agree to be hidden, a secret, who just will allow you to treat him as a fuck toy. It's very hard to find a man like that. So that's why he threatened to kill him as well, because in his mind as a bisexual person, he's like, how dare you not be with me? You should be with me because I'm bisexual, therefore I'm better than you, and I'm married to a woman, and I have the dream life of most people. How can you not revere me? If you don't revere me, I'm going to kill you. So that's where that came from. It's not necessarily because he's bisexual in itself, but it's because he sees himself as superior.
You leave me. And he was stealing from him. He was abusing him. And he was like,
because he felt entitled to that as somebody who is higher up on the hierarchy.
I really need help because this guy's constantly threatening me. And the amount of gay guys that have reached out to Liz about these men that literally abuse them. Like they threaten them that they're gonna take their lives, and it's a real issue. And the more we the more we talk about this, the more women you see coming out saying like, hey, my man that was abusive, I found out that he was into men.
And it's not that they're not going to be not abusive to these gay men either. They are abusive to these gay men too.
I've heard this dynamic with bisexuals immensely so. They go after the males, they go after a very certain type of women. They usually go after like mentally ill, unstable women, and women who are like very clueless. Like they can hide a secret from her for years and she'll be like, I didn't know, even though the signs are all there. Or she will find out and she'll keep it quiet for the sake of dating. So I've heard of these complaints across the board about bisexual people.
They're abusing gay men and women. And they literally need to fucking, I can't say that, but they need to
You guys know. We don't entice violence.
We don't entice violence, but you know what I mean. No, and that really made me fucking angry. Like when I saw Jalal, I got so angry. I was like, where are these guys? Like, let me fight right now. Like, this is not normal.
I think there's like two types of people that I think are the lowest like intelligence level in the world. I think that's racist people and homophobic people. Because you're angry about absolutely nothing. And the fact that, like, every time I see a racist person, I'm like, you are stupid. You're very stupid.
I've never seen a racist person who wasn't mentally ill. Like, I'll see their rants, but then I'll see other aspects of their life. Like, I have this short coming up. I haven't recorded it yet, but this guy, he was extremely racist, but he threw hot water on his wife and tried to kill his daughters as well, something like that. And he was recruited into ICE. They gave him a bunch of guns and all of that. So this is like a grouped behavior, and these people typically have issues, like like a host of issues throughout life about multiple things, but they choose to scapegoat it with race. So this group of people are stopping them from advancing in life when really they are not advancing in their own life because they refuse to solve their own issues. And this is really where narcissism peaks, because they think that they're entitled to a certain life, but a certain group of people are not allowing them to live the life that they want when there's no evidence of that, first off. They were never really meant for anything outside of being pretty much cannon fodder in war, where they can just be thrown to a country and just hope for the best. And like the ice guy, just thrown into like dangerous situations, and then whatever happens. Like it's just a time bomb for people like that. But if they're not allowed to, if they're not in situations like that, they're going to keep escalating and escalating and escalating until something happens, and then they will use race as a reason for why that happened.
Very stupid.
Yeah,
And it's even
immediately.
homophobic people. These people have nothing to do. Most of the time they're uneducated. And they always miss a front tooth for some reason.
And they lack social skills and exposure to the world. So these are people who are very sheltered, and they can't handle variety. They can't handle anything outside of the situation that they grew up in. And these are very anxiety ridden individuals, people who are agoraphobic, people who people have been dumped. You know what I mean? So you have to take that into mind too. Like people who have been broken up with, and then they become like extremely hateful, or the person that they want to be with is dating someone of a different race, so they hate on that race. It's very mentally ill. The Smart Series, 4 books, 1 sequence. Each removes a layer the next one needs gone. If this made sense to you, there's much more to learn. Start with what you sow. The link's in the comment below.
I don't know why that is. Every time I've seen a racist person, they miss a front tooth.
Sabina told me, she was like, Liz, if you really want to hurt someone and take away their credibility, always make sure you hit them and remove their front tooth.
That's not what I said.
She said, because like once they're missing the front tooth, no one will take them seriously, whatever they say. Like they can even be speaking the truth, but once you're missing
Oh my
that
God,
front
guys,
tooth,
that's not what I said.
that's all we're gonna see, and we're gonna think you're crazy.
No, but the thing is, like, it's just true. If the front tooth is gone, like, if they're
I
talking...
can't take you seriously anymore.
Like,
come on, like tell me, like, come on, stop lying right now.
Guys, racist people, what do they look like?
Mm,
Have you ever seen an attractive racist person?
no, I mean neither.
What do they look like?
They look like really bad. So, but you know, I decided I am gonna do crack in my next relationship, because crackheads never break up. And honestly, like, they have a loyalty that I've never seen before. This is the type of love that I want, where you're just...
No, don't say that.
Why?
You'd never want to break up with someone?
No, I want loyalty, and crackheads have that. They're very loyal to each other. Also,
Yeah, until someone else offers them crack, and then they'll...
no, they don't go. How do you know?
They'll go to the person who has the most crack.
That's not true.
Yeah, they will.
Really?
They will leave you.
Shit,
For
man.
sure.
Even crackheads, they betray you. But honestly, I do respect them. They really go after they want. Like, crackheads never find excuses. They just go after what they want and they find the crack.
Another thing, like victims.
Already, leave. If you really want to be a victim in life, again,
Guys, you know what I've noticed? That people who like actually come from real bad abuse like we did. Like even talking about what happened to us when we were younger is like I feel some type of embarrassment towards it. Like I feel like, oh, you know, that's not something I want to bring up when I'm sitting with people, you know. But I've met people, and it's mostly, I'm sorry I can say this because I'm white, but I've met a lot of white people who really want to be victims.
Yeah.
And they're like super privileged.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they're like creating these problems and like, oh, women shouldn't wear skincare and women shouldn't this.
Yeah,
and,
like,
and it's like, what are you talking about?
Like, stop. Like, literally, we have real issues in feminism to address.
Yeah.
And then you have dumbasses that come online and say, maybe we should start with stop wearing skincare. You dumb fuck. Maybe we should open literally like education for women in Afghanistan. Let's start there, you dumb fuck. Like, these people have not been through fucking shit. The fact like skincare would never even come inside of my mind to think about, you know?
I just don't understand. It's like, oh, you know, like
There is power in victimhood. Like if you feel like, and I know the people she's talking about, these are people who can't stand on their own 2 feet. So they need everybody else to engage in the type of feminism that they believe is true. And I'm not a feminist, but I've had feminists critique me on what I'm saying, and I'm not a feminist. So why would I hold the same values as you? That's like a Muslim person coming on my channel and critiquing what I'm saying when I'm not Muslim. I've never said I was. But again, they need to hold all women to a standard, to their standard, even though the end goal of life of all of the ultimate, let's say there's one ultimate program that you have to adhere to on this human farm, and it's having children. You need to feed the beast system. So as long as you're doing that, nobody cares what skincare you wear. Nobody cares if you shave or not. Nobody cares if you wear makeup or not. Nobody cares if you wear revealing clothing or not. Nobody cares if you have a Valley Girl accent with the vocal fry. Nobody cares about that. The goal is to get you to have sex with a man so that you make more children and procreate, and preferably be a sex slave to the man for the rest of your life so that he stays in line as well. This is like a cohesive you know how there's like a handler for like a mind control victim? It's like that. The mind control, the woman is the handler for the mind control victim, which is the male. She keeps him in a trance with her vagina, essentially. She keeps him busy. And I know women are going to think it's the other way around. I'm just saying, if a woman is not keeping a man occupied with sex and family and a job, he is going to go AWOL. He's going to rape other women. He's going to rape children. So a woman needs to contain, and I'm not saying this myself. I'm telling you how the world works, because Queen Elizabeth proposed this. A woman needs to contain all of that male energy in the home. She needs to be the handler of that. She needs to handle that shit. That's why I keep telling you guys. I know people come on here and then talk about, I want to liberate women. If you liberate women from men, which by the way, they don't want that. But if you liberate women from men, you are going to be the target next. You should be glad for what is happening now. It is true. I've seen women say that. If we don't have sex with men, they're going to rape all of us. Hey, if that's true, keep doing what you're doing.
like, oh, poor us and constantly, and it's like, I cannot sit with someone who's constantly complaining about everything. I just like either, and it's also like they never get anything done. By the way, they never fix any issue. It's always like creating more and more.
Yeah. By the way, if you meet somebody and they bring problems to you, get them out of your life. End of discussion. If they're not bringing solutions to you, get them out of your life. That is a demon. That is a saboteur, whatever you want to call it. That is somebody who feeds off of your energy. And again, people who are racist, homophobic, these are individuals who bring problems to your life, endless problems, endless complaining. They don't get anything done.
done to me.
Yeah.
For me, like that's all victims will say is they will find 1,000 excuses of why they can't accomplish
No, because
anything.
people in survival mode, they don't have time to be like,
Yeah.
oh, poor me, poor this. They're like getting their shit done.
That's why like a lot of like refugees and immigrants, they literally come from countries where either like it's unsafe for them to live there, or the country got bombed or whatever, and they built a whole new life in a new country, and they outdo the people that were originally from there.
Yeah.
But the thing with the people originally from there, they don't have to work as hard because they have their citizenship. So again, being lower on the hierarchy is advantageous because you have that fire under your ass. When you have everything catered to you, you don't have an incentive to work. You don't have an incentive to go. You know what I mean? And that's why if you want to see life differently, if you want to have like if you're if you want to try life out for real and you want to have some thrill in life, get rid of everything, start from zero and try to figure it out. No more depending on you have savings, of course, if you want to. But let go of all the crutches. Let go of your job. Build something from the ground up yourself, and you'll see how much you hustle. You'll see how you no longer have all these really low intelligence perspectives on life. Like all these opinions you have, that goes out the window once you're not comfortable. That goes out the window when you actually have to work for yourself. If you have time to sit around and complain on the internet, if you're not selling something, if you're not, this is capitalism, right? If you're not selling something, if you haven't created product, if you're not pushing that product, you don't have problems. If you're in your parents' home all day and you have time to write all these essays online, and or if you're being taken care of by a spouse, you're a housewife, all you have to do is just clean a couple of dishes a day. That's extremely privileged. If you want to experience life for what it is and actually have something to talk about to people, actually have some sort of value to give when you go up to people. If you want to get rid of your anxiety, if you want to stop being shy, if you want to just stop being a failure in life in general and a loser, start from zero. Like actually stop depending on your parents, stop depending on your spouse. Go out there and create for yourself. Move to a different country, like the immigrants that you look down upon too. Go to a different country and start over there, and special bonus points if you don't know the language.
Yeah.
And that's why you're really mad, and that's why you're really racist.
No, but it's like the thing is like the people that are originally from that country are people with privileges, and it's like
and you still can't do shit.
Yeah, you can do what they can do, but it's just like because you're so privileged, it's like you have to find reason as to why you couldn't do that, and it's because they're taking my jobs, which you don't do any job. You don't do any.
And most people, mainly in the U.S., they think they're too good to do certain jobs as well, and that's like the gap in the market. So people from other countries like, okay, I'll do it. I'll do it for cheap. So, and then they figure it out, and then then they learn certain skills. They learn the languages on these very low wage jobs. They make new connections. They are they have a different mindset too. They don't have a victim mindset. They are like elated. They get to scrub toilets. They're so happy about that. So it's a different mindset that you need altogether. And most people don't have access to that. And most people don't want to have access to that mindset of starting from zero and climbing to the top. People want shortcuts. And that's what your advantage is. If you're somebody who's not looking for a shortcut and you want to experience everything so that you become a powerhouse at whatever you choose to do in the future, you have to put those hours in. You have to have some skin in the game. You have to do some low shit for a while until you can get up, because you need to understand human nature and the environment that you're in, what you actually want out of life. You have to work a lowly job. And that's why even a lot of rich parents, they tell their children, if the good ones, they tell their children to go get a regular job and work for minimum wage, or they cut their children off. Those ones are actually looking out for their children, believe it or not, because you have to make your money just like they did. You can't feed off that. The ones who are setting their kids up for failure, They give their children money for everything. It's one thing to give your children money for like to fund a business and they have to commit to that business. That's one thing. I'm talking about the ones who like completely spoil their children. Those ones are setting up their children for failure.
Do any job. Literally, any person who says they're taking our jobs is not working.
Go fucking work
It's not
anywhere.
working.
Go fucking work anywhere.
Yeah, you can make up a job in like 2 seconds. You can make up a job and then call a company, ask them if they need somebody to do this job, and then you have a job. It's real. I promise you, it's not that hard to get a job. It's just that these people don't want to work and they don't want to admit it.
It's like the same thing in the UK where they were attacking, like saying like, oh, Muslims this and Muslims that. And it's always from people who are literally not doing anything with their lives.
Bro, we had when we were living.
And honestly, like people who are worrying about other things in other countries when your life is in shambles. Get your life together.
My mom, we had this neighbor and she was like a drunk ass Belgian woman, always fucking drunk, okay, with her husband.
Yeah.
And she would antagonize us for 5 years. Like
she called
every
the
day.
police.
Every day she called the police. And it was always over nothing. But just because we were immigrants, just because we were refugees, and just because we were Muslim, constantly this woman, like we would be waking up in our pajama, police at our door. At some point, we would invite the police in to drink tea with us because they already knew who we were. And they were like so tired of this woman. And then eventually they ended up like getting evicted out of their house. And she's, I don't know, somewhere.
And she like
drugs.
hated like immigrants.
Yeah, she hated
But this
Muslims.
woman wasn't working.
Yeah.
Just drinking every day.
Yeah, because people who don't have a goal in life, that's what they do. They harass people. When you're in a prison, this is like a prison guard, that the one that doesn't do any work but just harasses you and fucks with you all day. That's what they do. Because there's nothing for them to do. They're bored too.
Like, it's always these type of people. And yeah, she was missing a front tooth. No, she was.
It's
and
always
it's
the front tooth that goes. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. Someone said it's not only white people that can be racist. That's true.
No, that's true. Anyone can be
racist.
racist. No, now we see like these alpha males. We see a black, that guy's black, right? And he's racist against black people. What are you doing?
No, but literally, it's like, when I see like...
By the way, that's an effort to rise in the hierarchy. Is like, if someone's racist against their own race, it's an effort to rise in the hierarchy.
This one alpha male, what the fuck even is the alpha? I don't even want to say it like that.
That's how you...
Who says that?
I don't know who they are outside.
Red pill, black pill. What the fuck is even that? Like, they're going around calling themselves red pill, black pill. Anyway, he said, what did he say? He says the N-word so many times, but not in like a good way, you know? Like, he's like racist against his own people.
Yeah, he said...
I'm like, bro, like, your whole lineage has literally fought for their rights, has literally done so much to then there's one clown in the lineage that just ruins everything. Work.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's work is ruined.
Also, like, all these little incel white boys now, they find it so cool to see the N-word, and they're like, freedom of speech, this and that. Why are you guys so obsessed with people of color?
Yeah.
Like, what is your problem with them? You're just jealous. Like, genuinely. I think, like, they're one of the most talented people. I think they literally dominate the whole industry, and all these fucking little white boys want to be rappers, but they can't. Like, genuinely, you guys have no talent.
Or
you don't have rhythm. Yeah, you guys
Again, it's a power hierarchy, so they think that they should be inherently liked, or they should be seen as above the people who are lower on the hierarchy. It is jealousy to some extent, but it's also like an attempt to reclaim power and how they think things should be. You blame society, but these 4 books show you how you became it. Become a smart human and visit youaresociety.org/book. It's in the description.
Want all these
no, but I just don't understand what your thought pattern is behind, because I see these like white boys making like these little TikToks where they're like singing the N-word along, and they're like, oh, we're so cool. Like, they're so
obsessed with people of color.
No, but like, what do you think you just did? Like, genuinely, I genuinely want, because you look genuinely pathetic, and it's like, what are you fighting here? Yeah. Like, what are you trying to do? Like, freedom of speech? Like, I don't understand. Like a white boy will literally look at you in the eye and say, why can't I say the N-word?
Yeah, freedom of speech.
Freedom of speech for everyone.
How about you shut the fuck up? Like, literally, you dumbass. Ugh.
No, but I just don't get that. Even with these, like, black alpha males going against their own race.
No, or it's like you know,
Like,
what
how
also,
pathetic are you?
it's
Like,
like
how bad do you want validation?
it's like also a lot of people that are immigrants or something, they will go to a country and they really try to like fit in with the people from that country, and they like become racist against their like own people.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh,
Like,
we
I'm not
said
Yeah,
that.
and that's a grift, by the way. Yeah, like that's a power move. Like I'm not part of them, but it's also a grift. But it's not a good grift because those people, if they see you as inferior, you're just pandering to them, and you're not really getting the capitalist income that you're looking or you're hoping to get from that.
part of that.
They're,
They
like,
still see you as I don't know. They still see you as like inferior. So why cater to that?
they're from the Middle East, but they live in the US, and they'll say like, they said something about America, this and that. America bombed the whole Middle East. Like, why are you going against your own people? It's okay to like a country, it's okay to live there, yes, but don't ignore the history. You
Yeah.
know, let's be
Don't
honest
ignore
here.
the history that affected your ancestors,
Yeah.
by the way. Your ancestors lost their lives,
Yeah.
their homes.
And you're sitting here like, oh, I'm gonna defend the president. Like, what the fuck are you doing? The issue is, no matter what, if you are an immigrant, if you are a person of color or whatever, you will never fit in with these people. You can't do anything. Like, you can act as white as you want or whatever, you won't fit in with them. Like, literally, it was the same with us. Like, when we grew up, constant discrimination.
Yeah.
And like,
And it's like, we don't even want to fit in because at
Yeah.
the end of the day, these people, like
They hate each other too. Like that's the thing you need to understand. Like if you look at the dynamics of these individuals, you can't turn hate on and off. Like if you're a hateful person, you're hateful towards anything. And let's say you're with you're around a racist white person and you're white as well, and they're friends with you because you're white. But if you show any any liking towards someone who isn't white, that resentment toward you is going to grow based on that alone. If you don't align with their ideals 100%, and you don't have a chip on your shoulder all the time, and then you eventually just grow tired of being a victim, and you want to do things in life, you want to experience life, and you don't want to keep yourself in a bubble, that is going to eventually get you to be the target of hatred. And they're going to use everything that you said when you were in like a mentally ill mindset or state of mind, because you were sheltered, had poor social skills, you fell for the media propaganda of white genocide or whatever. That is going to be used against you in the future, and then your life is completely screwed over. So you really have to get a handle on that and understand that you have to compete in life. This is capitalism. You're not entitled to something just because of your skin color.
What is even fitting in mean, you know? Like, why do I have to go against my people to fit in? You don't have to go against your own race to fit in with these other people.
Yeah.
Like, it's not necessary. You don't have to say the N-word to be like liked by these people. Like, I don't understand that. And I really think we should I really don't think it's okay for these white boys to start this trend where they're singing the N-word or saying the N-word, because even though like it might just be a singing TikTok or whatever, like it like really promotes, like it encourages like other little boys, they group together and they all start saying it, and it affects the black people.
And what's the real reason that this is going on is because people got so comfortable saying shit online without getting beat up.
Yeah.
And that's the real
they're
reason.
constantly like trying to
Antagonize.
Yeah, like provoke and
Yeah,
and
so
it's
that
just like how much
something
they can get
happens.
away with. And it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
No,
like, you're
yeah.
a grown-ass man.
Who is that one guy that went to jail for shooting?
Oh, Chud the Builder or
Yeah,
something.
that guy.
He was going around streaming on Kick, like literally provoking black people and saying whatever he wants. And then look at him now, he's in jail.
Yeah.
Which actually he should.
Because he shot someone, right?
But that's like, he shot someone or something like that.
Yeah.
But he's literally going around attacking all these black people, and it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you white men?
Yeah.
I don't understand your problem.
No.
He wanted to feel an power orgasm. He wanted to feel better about something. Something happened where like most likely an ex went for a black guy. Like that's the only thing that makes sense. for the level of anger he had. And he felt inferior, and he attempted to get his power back through this. Like, yes, there was a clout aspect. Yes, there was like a money aspect. But even then, you can do that in so many ways. To do it in this specific way means that some type of sexual competition happens, and then the male ego gets so severely bruised through sexual competition. That is the number one way to bruise their ego, and then they're like scarred for life.
No, they
You have no
it's
life.
in their veins. Like the thing to oppress, it's in their veins. Like literally, it's in them. It's in them. No matter how progressive they are, you will see that little racist come out.
No, it's true, because I've dated white men, and there's always like some part of them that
They always hate Muslims.
not all of them.
It's again, it's the establishing of the power hierarchy. They need to reinforce it because it's fragile. So the social hierarchy, social power hierarchy is fragile. It depends on keeping you in a certain mind frame. It's to alter your perception, right? That's what happened with, and it originated in Manifest Destiny. And I read this before, but please look it up. But pretty much they were saying that they're entitled to land, and because God told them to seize this land, and they killed everybody on there. But because they had this sacred text that told them that they were instructed by God, they were God's chosen ones. That is how they created this power hierarchy. It's based on and I feel like all religions do this, but in this case, it's Christianity, and it was based on this perspective. So the further you are from this Christian ideal, and of course there's other things added into it, but the further you are from this Christian ideal, the lower on the hierarchy that you are. And then remnants, and yes, it has changed because again, it's a social hierarchy, but remnants of this still remain, largely because there's multiple people, nearly everybody's still pushing this idea of a white God, of a white Jesus. So this is where it comes from, and it's going to continue to stay because of this idea. And it's no better. Again, it's not any better for any other religion. This is just where this false social hierarchy comes from. And just to emphasize, if you watch not many of my other videos, I talk about this, but the true hierarchy is in the biology, right? It's in genetics. It is in, and it displays as leadership skills. It's not in a made up concept. So if you look at dogs, you can see who dogs defer to. It's the alpha, right? And the alpha has a certain body language. They have a level of confidence that's natural. When someone has to cause disharmony, disarray, attack the people in the group, this is not a leader. This is somebody who is a saboteur, or a demon, as other people call it. This is somebody who is not fit for leadership and therefore has poor genetics. And just because you're not a leader doesn't mean you have poor genetics. I'm saying if you're actively sabotaging people, attacking people, weakening the group structure, because when you weaken the group, you weaken all of society. It is in your best interest to ultimately, and I know some people would hate this, ultimately, it is in your greatest interest to uplift everybody. But there are people who like to sabotage because they are hurt. They haven't gotten over their trauma. They are suffering immensely from egotism. And the strongest egotism is this social hierarchy that was established by Christians back then. And I don't even know when it started. It's a long time coming, and this is a bloodline of individuals who have created this structure. For reasons I will not speculate on here, but it's not a demiurge Loosh farm type of thing. It's similar to that, but not really. It's more of an experiment, and it's a human experiment. And you can see true human nature. There's going to be people who will, who are hurt in the system that we are in currently, and they try to find, the brain naturally tries to find a reason, something to blame it on. The undeveloped brain, at least. And a mature brain would work through those issues through action. They would engage in an action because they understand. And the action, by the way, is meditation. That's the best action you can take if you have trauma. But the action to restructure your identity, because if you have trauma, you have an inclination to have an identity around victimhood and being targeted. And if this is not taken care of, it does eventually lead to psychosis, some level of some mental illness. Okay, and as you know, mental illness is based on distress. The person has to be in a state of distress, and the person typically has trauma. So most mental illnesses are trauma based. So when you hear somebody saying certain things, very extremely hateful things, and it's like it's calling for the death of people, especially, and they engage in killing these people. These individuals are in a state of psychosis, and this psychosis is it's larger scale as well. And I talk about this in my books deeply, and I have to be careful what I say on here and how I say it. But the majority of people on the planet are in this state of psychosis, and especially the ones who reveal themselves online and they are talking online, they reveal their true thoughts of how they see the world, and you can see that these individuals are in distress. They are honest about their depression. They are honest about their agoraphobia. Agoraphobia. I have to look up that word. Agoraphobia. Agoraphobia. They don't like going outside. They're terrified to go outside. They're riddled with anxiety. They have low self-esteem. They're insecure. They can't socialize. They have neurological conditions that they cannot resolve. And they don't get sunlight. They don't go outside, guys. They don't get sunlight. They're not in touch with nature at all. So their nervous system is completely shot. They're not in touch with reality at all, like literally. So this is a psychotic state of mind that a lot of people are in, and this actually makes them weaker and easier to control. So kudos to you if you're somebody who hasn't fallen into that. I have seen that most people, when they spend enough time on the internet being exposed to psychotic minds, that they eventually become this way too, because they're constantly reading paranoia, they're constantly reading things about low self-esteem, and they think it's not affecting them, but it eventually will.
I really the Muslim thing always, like, at the end it creeps out.
Mhm.
It always creeps out, guys. Very anti-Muslim.
Yeah, but you know, if there's all these files where grown men are, you know, sexually assaulting little children, everyone ignores that, you know?
No.
Everyone ignores that.
Epstein? No, never.
If a woman did that,
oh yeah.
if it was like you know, a woman that let the whole thing, no one would stop talking about it.
Yeah. Hi. No, thank you.
Yeah.
Can she hear me?
Hello?
No, thank you. No need.
I don't think she can hear you.
Oh, agent. Hi. No need.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm sorry to disturb
Yes.
you. I'm doing $10 service again. Yeah.
Yeah. It's okay. Thank you so much.
I will just give you what on the floor maybe.
Can you do it in like 5 or like 10 minutes? We're doing something right now.
Okay.
Oh, okay. You can just put it there. Yeah. Thank you so much.
A gift.
Ah, that's so sweet. Thank you. Wait, let me come get it.
It's a gift from the hotel.
Oh, you guys are so sweet.
Yeah, and
Sorry, guys.
sandal pouch. And a farewell letter or love letter from the hotel.
A love letter. Oh my god, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Have a nice day. Bye.
It's so hot. in
Guys,
this room.
they're so sweet. But it's so hot here. We're back on an island.
Yeah.
Look at this. Are you reading the chat?
Yeah. How are you guys?
We're good.
I used to be beat up because I'm from Asia in a school that was bullying.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really sad. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
These people, like these bullies, all these things, like they just, once you fear these people, they think they have power over you.
But it's
Like,
also like when children are racist, it's always from the, from the parents.
parents. Yeah. Or like their friends.
Yeah, and this is why parents are actually the greatest evil on this planet. And I said that before, a lot of people were upset, but who is okay? I'm listening to you. You're saying that everything is socialized, right? Who is socializing these kids to beat up children because they're Asian? Who's doing that? Who else can possibly teach them this type of stuff? Who else is possibly going to teach them the power dynamic unless it's biological? Then we can go down that route. Is racism biological now? Why are the same people engaging in the same behaviors if their parents did not teach them that?
No one is born racist or discriminating someone, you know?
Like
Who
children don't even
knows?
know what that is. you know?
Yeah.
But also, okay, if they're not born racist, are they picking up on it subtly somehow? So maybe their parents aren't teaching that. Maybe the power hierarchy is being taught or is being picked up by that individual subtly. And I noticed that the only people who can't pick up on the power hierarchy subtly are autistic people. They're the ones, they are actually like fair and neutral. The ones that I've met, you can try to indoctrinate them, but they don't care. They can't pick up on it. So that's the only time I would say that somebody is like biologically not that way. But also, and I think a lot of the people who think they're autistic, I don't think they are. I think they're like, again, in a state of psychosis. Being perpetually angry and hateful, like the incels who say they're autistic. Just because you're awkward and you haven't gotten sunlight and you're not living this, you're not a natural person, that doesn't necessarily mean you're autistic. There's something else to it. So having these extreme biases, that's very typical. Somebody who truly cannot pick up on social cues will not pick up on the power hierarchy easily. Someone who does pick up on differences, like social differences, when that's the key part of autism, that doesn't make sense. Every situation you're in has a power read. Most people can't see theirs until it's already gone. That's what the board read is. You send me the whole board, the messages, the dynamic, what's actually being said under what's being said. And I tell you where the power is moving. Green for when you're gaining it and red when you're handing it away. And the one move that pulls it back. You don't gain any comfort, and I don't spin the situation to your favor. You just get the true reading of the board. It's $150, and the link is in the description.
I was talking to this girl, like she's a neighbor, and she was telling me about their household and how she said, like, so she's 24, I think. She goes to school. She's actually going to university. She's working, and she was like talking about how her brothers don't do anything, and they're constantly outside, and basically their parents are like very like loose with them. They can do whatever they want, but she can't do anything outside of study and work.
Yeah.
And I was like talking to her, and I really understood that a lot of parents really set up their sons for so much failure in life.
Yeah.
Because you guys raise your daughters. I mean, you basically put them in a jail, but you're basically teaching young like women, like these girls, self-control and discipline, and you can't do this and you can't do that. But with the boys, a lot of the times they're like, oh, you know, just they're just boys, they'll figure it out, you know. Let them go outside until like it's night, and let them do whatever. You guys don't check their friends, don't do anything. And then these boys grow up to be men, adults, and then they go out into the world and they struggle because they haven't learned self-control, because at home they could do whatever they wanted. They could go outside whenever they wanted. They could hang out with whoever they wanted. So they go out into the world and they think that they can do whatever they want. And
Yeah, but the world is going to teach them. They're going to get the harshest punishment. And that's why I also believe, in a way, people who are higher up on the hierarchy, the social hierarchy, they get punished harder, because when you're lower in the hierarchy, you get taught very quickly what you can and you cannot do. And that's why you have more discipline. That's why you see people who are immigrants, quote unquote, which again, I don't believe in that concept, but whatever. You guys are just so crazy. People who are immigrants, they have more discipline because they weren't allowed to do whatever they wanted. Especially when you're in a different country, you have to be on your best behavior. You can't act however you want.
and then they're inside of court, outside of court, lawsuit after lawsuit, constantly getting in trouble. And it's so hard for them to like control themselves. Like they don't have discipline. Like it's like really starts with parents really teaching their daughters and boys very differently.
Yeah.
And I really feel bad for the boys, because a lot of parents will say like, oh, but they're boys, but it's like, no, it's a child that needs
To be raised the same way.
that needs to be raised, and you need to
Yeah.
tell him like, hey, you can't do this, you can't do that.
Because that's why like we put a lot of shame on women from a young age. So then we say like, oh, women are not sexual, or men are just, you know, they are that way. And it's like, no, if we are going to use that argument, women go through ovulation, which our body will literally scream to us that we have to get pregnant. So if we use biology, then during ovulation, all women should start cheating and just sleeping around. But the reason why they don't do that is because there has been so much shame put on women and put on their sexuality that they know how to control themselves, and they know how to preserve their sexuality and whatever. But men, they have always been allowed to do whatever they want with no shame. So that's why they sleep around, they do whatever they want from a young age. And then it comes to a point where they become so desensitized to even women, and they're not even interested in women anymore, because that's what they've experienced so many times. And they're ran through whores. Like, let's be honest, a lot of men are ran through whores.
And it's so funny because like these men will like literally fuck the whole city. Like literally, you're so easy. And then they will go and say like, I want a virgin.
But it's like,
if a girl has one body, no, you're a whore.
You're on the vibration of a whore, so you need another whore, because otherwise you're not gonna match. Like a virgin, it should be for someone else that is a virgin. Like
virgins should be a virgin.
Experience each other, you know. But I find it almost predatory for someone that has slept with the whole world to sleep with someone that has never slept with anyone. I think that's a little weird.
And why do you think you can like expect that? Like, why are those expectations? Who the fuck are you? You are literally a hoe.
You're a whore.
People who are higher up in the hierarchy, they get to have these expectations, or at least they think they do, because they believe the world is for them.
Anyone can sleep with you, and then you're like, I want a virgin. I want someone that has no Instagram, and if she posts a bikini pic, when you're like showing your body,
and no one wants to see that. No one wants to see that.
And no one wants to see that.
But you're just at least you're naked.
A woman's body is like nice to look at.
Yeah, we want to look at women, you know, but you definitely not. You definitely not. And then also, like, you know, these men, they go to the gym, and suddenly like you're making all of these noises in the gym whilst you're like training and stuff. That could be considered very sexual. And like I just find it weird, like you're out there and then
why are you screaming?
Other people, like maybe women, like, you know, something can happen. What if you get assaulted now? Because now in their head they thought it was very sexual, those noises that you were making. So the real question is, why are you at the gym as a man? Why are you at the gym?
No, we should definitely start with men just not letting them outside.
No, but the gym is a serious issue because it's sexual. They take off their shirt, they make these noises. They're
They
constantly
come in
sticking
with
them.
shorts.
Yeah,
like,
and
very
then
short
no, and then
shorts.
they come home to their girl. They say like, "Hey, you know, I got hit on, or they touched me inappropriately." But my first question then is, what were you wearing?
Yeah.
What were you wearing?
Why are you wearing that?
Because if you're wearing that, and then you as a man you get touched, then yes, you asked for it.
But it's also like if we look at these alpha males, which I hate that word. I literally need another word for that. Anyway, but like their fans are like these incels. They will defend them through anything. Like
Yeah,
these
literally.
men can literally unalive someone, and these incels will be like, it was the Matrix.
Bro, a rapist gets arrested, and all these incel comments are like, "This was the Matrix trying to silence them." I want incels as my fans. Like, I will not even sell you a course. I will teach you how to be a man. I can teach you really, really good how to be a man. Like, literally,
Because there's a lot of men
you guys,
in your DMs.
yeah, you
that are
guys,
begging you for money.
always, you guys can literally like be my fans. You will defend me till the end of the earth. Like,
Yeah.
I can be a criminal. You
Incels will literally, like, incels are for me the most, again, stupid people. They're fucking stupid.
It's the Matrix. It's the
Like, what
What
are
the
you guys
fuck are you
talking
saying?
about? What are you guys?
They're talking about this. It's psychosis. They're talking about this false reality that because they can't get what they want, now the world is fake. Now the world is a loosh farm. Now the world has a demiurge. Right? Now their energy is getting fed on, everything's a lie. But when everything was in their favor, it's just the way it was. It was perfect the way it was. So, okay, it's perfect, right? But ever since, I don't know what happened lately. I remember like even like this time last year, and right now it's July. It's July when I'm recording this. This month last year, everything that is being said on the internet was considered conspiracy content. It's so interesting. Something happened with the males, and when they started feeling disadvantaged, when they started coming to conclusions that women aren't really into them, when they started feeling like immigrants are taking all their jobs, this is when this psychotic state of mind became mainstream.
What is, like, in this day and age, you can be anything. You can be whoever you want. You can accomplish whatever you want. There's so many opportunities. If anything is holding you back, it's you.
Yeah.
It's you yourself.
Yeah.
Don't blame I don't even know. This is, guys.
No, they watch they watch The Matrix, the movie. They see red pill, blue pill, and that's it. Like they will make that
Guys.
personality. Are you guys okay in your head?
How about abortion pill that your mom should have taken?
Exactly.
How about
And
that?
honestly, like me and Sabina, we are very pro-abortion because a lot of you guys should have been aborted.
I love
And-
abortion.
Yeah, like a lot. I'm really unhappy that you guys are here. Like seriously.
Like, I don't even understand these, like, let's ban abortion. First of all, it's always coming from men.
And some women as well.
And
They're
some
also-
pick-me
yeah.
women, like,
They're also.
oh my god,
like,
these pick-me women.
They're like, we shouldn't ban abortion.
I don't know, like, whenever another person is telling a woman we shouldn't have abortions, I don't understand that. Why
No,
do you
no.
put someone else's life in danger because you're not comfortable with something?
No, listen, I saw this video on TikTok of this woman. She made a video saying, Emirata Ratatowski, is that her last name? I don't know, I butchered it. She said, Emirata Ratatowski's son will hate her when he grows up. And she makes that video and she says that because she made a New York article saying how she slept around and she has a picture with her son, whatever, all these things. You dumb fuck. When has it ever become normal to talk about someone else's fucking children? Yeah, you dumb fucking weirdo. Why are you sitting there thinking about what a little boy will think when he's grown? You fucking weirdo. Why are you thinking about someone else's child? You fucking weirdo. Yeah? Don't talk, and you don't talk about a cheating father. I didn't see you making a video saying that his son will hate him because he cheated on Emirata. Let's talk about that. No, you make a video about a supermodel millionaire mother that's probably a great mother to her son. He will never have to struggle in his life.
Yeah, because you guys are like, it's always like, also like, children that have been abused by their own parents are like, oh, I love my mom and my dad and this and that, but oh, her child?
He will hate it. Like, what the fuck? Why are you thinking about a little boy in your free time, you fucking weirdo? And that's another thing you guys don't realize. Ever since I became a mother, I realized how many pedos are here on earth. And a lot of you women are also pedophiles. You're disgusting. Do not speak on anyone's children. Do not speak on who the fuck. You shouldn't be thinking in your free time about no little boy, you fucking weirdo. Like, seriously, I'm tired of you guys. You guys think you can attack all these women every day? They don't say shit. I will say shit. I'll speak up for them. You guys are nasty. You women are really nasty. You guys are the biggest problem of the society. And then you hide behind, I just have morals. You have no fucking morals. You just are trying to like appear better than other people. And look, I'm a good girl. But you know what good girls get? Here. You get fucked. That's what you get.
No, it's true. Like you'll have these girls like, it's also a thing like this moral superiority that everyone is like, oh, I have more morals than you, I have these morals, and it's like, you know, you're not living a life. Like you're literally isolating yourself, you're keeping yourself for a man that will probably has fucked the whole city.
A man, that's a whore. That's a whore.
And then you will, you know, good for you that you're a virgin, whatever, you will marry him, and then he will cheat on you with the girl that he said that he hated. Like
the exact girls that he tells you that he hates. Oh, they're literally wearing unrevealing stuff.
I would never date them.
They're doing plastic surgery. I hate them. You'll see they will cheat on you exactly with that girl.
Yeah.
Because why are they triggered by
And it's like, oh no, you know, I'm like not made for this generation. I'm too good. I'm too loving.
Shut
it's like,
the
bro,
fuck up, man.
It's like, guys.
Oh my god, please. No, I just think like this world, the real problem that we have with social media is that you guys don't get beat up anymore. And that's a real problem. You just go online, you show your face, you say the dumbest shit, and you're not getting beat.
You say the most insane shit.
Yeah.
Like the most insane shit with your face on it.
Yeah.
Like you show, like before when we were younger, people would like do it not with their face, you know, but now it's like saying the most insane things and just showing your face and then hitting.
Bro, imagine I see my sister make a video about another woman she doesn't know. Like, you guys are mentally ill, by the way, because you don't know these people. Make a video about another woman and speak about what her little boy will think of her when he's older. Immediately, I would check her in a mental hospital. Immediately. I would say you are mentally ill.
No, just shoot me at that.
No, literally. Like, if life gets that bad, just...
No, I think the biggest problem right now is that everyone is collectively attacking women.
Yeah, like women, and you know what it also is? It's because I kept my mouth shut. Like for a very long time, I was going through postpartum, I was going through pregnancy. I wasn't saying shit anymore. So you had no women that were really going against it, because you always think like, oh, I should ignore, I should just say nothing. No, attack them back.
Yeah.
You fucking ugly bitch. You talk about me, I'm gonna talk about you, you fucking ugly dumbass.
Yeah, you have to show the same energy to people that show you that kind of energy, because first of all, people with poor social skills, they don't understand how they come off. So when you show them exactly what they are doing to you back to you and they're shocked by it, that's that feedback they need. They need that mirror to see how they're behaving. They need it. If you don't show them that energy back, if you don't reflect it, the equal amount of energy back, then they're going to think what they did was okay, and they're going to go on to the next person, and even they may escalate it. So you can't let people disrespect you. Every situation you're in has a power read. Most people can't see theirs until it's already gone. That's what the board read is. You send me the whole board, the messages, the dynamic, what's actually being said under what's being said. And I tell you where the power is moving. Green for when you're gaining it, and red when you're handing it away. And the one move that pulls it back. You don't gain any comfort, and I don't spin the situation to your favor. You just get the true reading of the board. It's $150, and the link is in the description.
Yeah.
Don't fucking talk about people if you don't want to. You want me to talk about you.
Because these
dumbass
PR teams, and they're like, oh, be quiet and never address. But it's like with the. By the way, cancel culture also fucking hate it.
Oh, cancel.
You guys are literally
cancel. You. Yeah. The fuck are you?
Yeah.
Who the fuck are you?
But when a man is an abuser, he deserves a second
No.
chance,
When he rapes, that was 10 years ago.
Oh, that was also the
Oh,
Matrix.
or that woman tried to set him up. and they can still have careers, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, everything's a matrix. Nothing happened when it's an individual who is higher up on the hierarchy or believes themselves to be superior. Nothing happened. But if you do something minor that they perceive to be an insult on their positioning on the hierarchy, then that should be brought up forever and you're going to get canceled for it, even though it's really nothing. It's just, at most, it's like ego wars. That's it.
oh no, a woman said something. No, she's a mean girl. She's this. She's that. Oh my god, like so pathetic.
We're literally not gonna evolve. Like literally, I feel like if we keep going like this,
No, we are gonna.
women are
evolve.
gonna
No, we are gonna evolve because I'm gonna fight you guys every fucking day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep
and
fighting
we
you.
need more women.
We need, like, literally, guys, we need to start fighting them. Every video, fighting them back. With women, always when they say some ratchet shit, just say they're ugly. They'll
Yeah.
always get mad.
But they are always ugly.
Yeah, but anytime you tell them, like, you're just ugly, that's it. They will, like, why did you say that? They make 10 fucking videos. Like, calm down, bitch.
I think the biggest problem is that like no one really cares about the real issues that are going on, and everyone cares.
Well, this is paused.
Like
People don't care about bigger issues, and it's not because they're overwhelmed. Like, you guys keep attributing like good faith to human beings. No, it's because they are weak and they know that's above their it's too above their pay grade, essentially. They have no power to change it, so they go after things they believe they have the power to change. They go after small people with niche perspectives that have barely anybody following them, people who are lower on the social hierarchy. They go after those individuals and attack them because they feel like that's at their pay grade. They feel like, okay, if I can destroy this person's life because I perceive they did something wrong, even though it's like really nothing, they feel like they accomplished something in life. But to go against, let's say, child abuse, that is too big because of multiple reasons, but you're going up against a lot of people and a large institution that was founded on the abuse of children.
people that either intimidate them or are outspoken.
No, but I'm really tired of it. Like, I can't even scroll my For You page anymore because every time a take on why a woman is a whore, why a woman is this, and the truth about
What a
this.
woman should do differently.
Shut the
Women
fuck
shouldn't do this.
up.
Women this.
Shut the fuck up. I want to enjoy some fucking TikTok and all you do is fucking talk. Dumbass.
And it's always a bad opinion. And it's
Yeah.
always unrealistic, by the way.
No, and also, like, I saw this one girl, she makes a video, yeah? And she was basically like, the people that are the most easily manipulated are people with a very big ego. And then in the comments, someone wrote, like the wizard list, you know? So, and then she goes like, exactly. You dumb fuck bitch, okay? First of all, if I had a big fucking ego, I would not go online and I would not reveal that my ex had cheated on me while I was pregnant because I would find that embarrassing. I have no fucking shame, okay? I have nothing to I don't fucking care. Someone with an ego wants to keep up a facade and they don't want you to even think that they could get cheated on. The people that are most manipulated are very childlike people, are children. These are very naive people.
This is very true. Egotists are actually extremely easy to manipulate, though. The bigger the ego, the easier it is to manipulate that individual, and the more emotionally unstable they are.
These are the ones that are most manipulated. But now you're making people... And,
all you have to do is pander to some aspect of them, usually a physical aspect of them, and they're yours. They'll do whatever you want because you're helping them uphold this false image of themselves, this false superiority or whatever. That's related to like falsehood, like something that's not of the soul.
Even other women that are victims of circumstances feel bad about themselves, and you're telling them, oh, you have a big ego, that's why you're actually saying you deserved it, yeah? You're a dumb fuck. You are really a dumb fuck. Like, I'm really tired of this shit. Like, every single time. And it's always a dumb fucking opinion.
No, but it's always like the same, because every time a woman is a victim, it's always her fault. Like, she shouldn't have worn this. She shouldn't have been there.
She shouldn't have
She shouldn't have gone with him. She shouldn't have gone too fast.
No, show me your accomplishments.
No, but like
Show me
it's
what
like
you've
we
accomplished.
always always, and throughout like history, we've always focused on what the women should do. Like, what should the victims do differently? Always holding the victims accountable only. And we never look at the predators ever.
No, because no one is making a
Because
video.
even with you, with the whole cheating thing, it was like, oh, she shouldn't have done this. It's like the same thing when women get like sexually assaulted, and you guys go and say, oh, why was she there? Why was she wearing that?
Yeah.
She must have, she shouldn't have slept with him. It's like the same thing. It's always looking
But
at the victims.
when a man rapes, it's like, oh, the woman tried to set him up.
Yeah.
It wasn't really true. This and that, or all these allegations are from the Matrix. It's not true.
Yeah.
You know, you guys are fucking deranged.
You never hold men accountable.
No.
Until it's you, by the way. Until
Yeah.
it's you.
Right.
Yeah.
Then it's like, oh.
I'm really tired of this shit. I'm really tired of it. Like, I hate stupid takes. And the reason why there's always stupid takes is because the actual intelligent people, they don't go and they don't comment. They just look at it, they scroll past, you know? But that's why these stupid people get more courage.
No, I
And
think
you should
most
have less
people,
courage.
most people, courage.
Courage.
Most people in the world, the intelligence level is very low. Like,
Yeah.
when you talk to most people, you'll understand that most people are not that smart and they don't really understand anything.
Yeah.
They mostly adapt like beliefs from their parents or their ancestors or whatever. And it's like, what have you really experienced for yourself? Because most of the times when I'm talking to people, it's like takes that from other people
Yeah.
or books that they've read, but it's like, what have you really experienced yourself?
What have you accomplished yourself?
Yeah, what have you
Nothing.
accomplished?
Nothing.
And I think that's where like having always other people's names in your mouth is coming from, is like, you have nothing going for you.
Yeah.
So it's always like has to be about someone else's life, and you're like actually living through other
them.
people because
Yeah.
you don't have anything of your own.
Yeah. It's very
It's really sad.
parasocial.
If you look at it, it's really sad. It's like, because anyone can be, I mean, not anyone, there's some evil people that should go to another planet, but people, you can be something too, and you don't have to use people's names.
No, don't be fucking nice now. Like, fuck you. I really hate these people. We've tried to be nice. I'm not gonna be mean.
I'm not being nice, I'm just saying.
No, like, you can also accomplish. Do you think they hear that? No, they literally think to themselves, like, shut the fuck up. They think you're next. I'm gonna make a video about you next.
I really don't care.
Like,
Yeah.
really, that they say, like, kindness works, this and that. It's not true. It's not true. You need to bully these people back. That's the only
Yeah,
way.
sometimes you really have to, like, when parents say, like, when someone hits you, you hit them back.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah,
that's the
you
only
should.
way.
Yeah,
You
you
have
should.
to. You have to. Like, if your parent, like raised you with kindness and told you to be nice to people and kill them with kindness and all of that, your parents raised you to fail. If your parent raised you to fight back, do the exact same thing they did to you, you had good parents.
Should.
Because the high road, it's always like, also the high road is always only for the victims.
Bro, like, I
never
tried
forget.
to
Right.
take the high road when I was pregnant, postpartum. I was just shutting up. No, never again, never again. I'm gonna bully you every single time. Every single time. I'm just gonna bully
Let me
you.
hear. My dad is an alcoholic and blamed me for being SA'd and dressing up in the haram way. Yeah, let's talk about
Yeah,
that too.
that's-
Like in religion, where like a lot of religious household where if a girl gets sexually assaulted, where it's seen as her fault, or she is married off to the guy,
Yeah,
which is disgusting.
yeah.
It's really
Yeah,
disgusting.
I heard this story, and it happened in Afghanistan, but I forgot the girl's name, which if anyone knows, please tell me. But she went to a Muslim preacher, and he basically assaulted her, or tried to assault her when she was there. And then she like told people that, and he went and he told everyone that she had burned the Quran. And because of that, these masked men came and they beat her. Like, all of them started beating on her or whatever. And then they basically took her and they threw her off a building, and she died. And after that, like, they buried her, like, but only women carried her casket, because they said, like, this will be the last time that a man touches her. Like, that shit is fucking sad. Like, really. And especially in religious communities, especially Muslim communities, because we grew up there.
I know so many girls that, I'm
you-
sorry, Say what you want to say.
You guys don't take abuse seriously.
Yeah.
You guys don't take sexual assault seriously. Even when like we come online and we say all the horrific things our dad has done to us, they will say like, oh, but they're whores. Oh, but they deserved it. Oh, this and that. But why? Like everyone got beat up, you know, in our household. Not only the girls, but they will just because like they're just like, you shouldn't talk about it. That's their mentality. You shouldn't talk about it because it's so normalized that these men and women get beat, and it's not normal.
No.
And like even if like a woman comes out and she shares her sexual assault story, they will go and they will attack her and say, why are you exposing sins?
Oh, you're
Why
not
are
a
you doing
virgin
that?
anymore.
Yeah,
Okay,
like
things like
they
that.
blame the woman.
I know so many girls that literally were S8 and they were like married off to the guy
Yeah.
that sexually assaulted them.
Yeah.
Like, how insane are you guys?
Because they think like the woman should keep the honor, but your family has no honor.
Literally.
You are the most inhonorable people. You are traumatizing these men and these women. Because another thing I don't like, especially in the culture we grow up, is our whole life we got told like, okay, if you date or if you even like do whatever with a man, we will kill you. Like that's it. You're honor killing. Like my dad used to drill that in from a very fucking young age that we
Yeah.
would die. So our whole life we get to never experience anything. We get to experience going to work and coming home. Yeah. So then what happens is at some point, and to these men, they say also like, stay away from girls, this and that, and do whatever you want, but stay away, whatever. So what happens is these men grow up, they're not interested in women. They just see women as an object to procreate.
Mm-hmm.
And these women grow up and they see these men as, okay, I will just marry to get out of the house because then I
Yeah.
finally have freedom. But these men and women are not in love with each other.
No.
And that's why, and then everyone is like, oh, but they don't divorce though. Yeah, because they're not allowed to. Because a lot also in the culture, it's a very big shame if you're divorced. So a lot of these women stay in very abusive marriages with a very abusive husband because they don't want to carry the shame of being a divorced woman.
Yeah.
Which is so fucking sad. And the culture really needs to change until really big issues will start
But it
happening.
really starts with the parents, like how they raise these children.
Yeah.
Like they really raise the boys and girls very differently. Like the boys are literally set up for failure because they just go outside and can do whatever the fuck they want. And then the girls are just shamed for everything.
Yeah.
So it's like you have like a male adult that hasn't learned any skills.
Yeah.
And then you have a female adult that is just shameful, is very insecure, and it's really sad because I've seen households where men and women, like boys and girls, get taught the same thing, and they can only do like the same thing. Like the boy has as much freedom as the girl, and they grow up to be very successful adults. But it's always on the girls, you know, don't wear this, cover yourself, don't go outside, don't this. Like, it's like you're literally taking women's lives away. But it's telling them the only thing you're good for is cooking and
Yeah.
cleaning and making children. And that's all you're good for. And it's literally the parents that instill that into them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like, why would you, like, I would be so sad to like, if my daughter grows up to only be a mom or only be a housewife, I would be so sad.
But if that is what she wants, that's
If
one
that's
thing.
what she really wants, but I would still want her to have something outside of that, because you're not only it's like you're always attached to someone else when you're that. When you're a mom, you're always attached. Like, you're only good because you're like taking care of the children. You're a good wife because you're taking care of your husband. But who are you on your own?
Yeah.
Like, when you're not attached to anyone.
Yeah. And I think that's what a lot of people don't know. They don't know who they are on their own. So they create like all these things like, oh, I'm going to be a husband. I'm going to be a good father. And they play these roles.
Mhm.
But it's like, what do you enjoy? Because it's
What if that's the role they came here to play, though? Like, people who truly believe in traditional values, they are born in certain areas. Like, you have like a nervous system, you have a genetic predisposition for that. If you don't, there's something you need to learn in that situation. But a lot of those people that I've seen personally, people who grow up in traditional environments, they are happy to continue that. They are very anti anything anything heterosexual norm.
Because it's like, are you really enjoying these life choices that you made? Are you happy and excited for your life, or are you doing it because you don't want to disappoint society, or you don't want to disappoint your family? You know,
you should never make decisions ever, and I've really learned that because I really had to unlearn so much from what I learned from childhood.
Yeah.
You really have to learn to make decisions based on what you would want.
Yeah.
And how you would be happy, because a lot of the times we get really peer pressured and pressured from our parents and from you know, all these people around us to be people that don't really make us like it doesn't make us happy what we've become. But it's like, okay, this is good, everyone is happy around me, I'm not happy though, but everyone is happy, you know. And then you just live a life. It's so sad to me that you would live a whole life not being who you want to be because other people are happy, but these other people are just gonna die and go, you know, and they're just doing whatever they want.
Yeah.
But it's like, you should really sit and think, who am I? Who do I want to be outside of being a mom, outside of being attached to like a child or a man or a woman or whatever? Like, who do you want to be?
It's the same with like DL demons, you know. You can reform, you can leave like
we're living
women
in times,
alone.
Yeah, we're living in times where like,
Just
honestly,
be yourself.
being straight is more, being like with a man is more of a humiliation.
Oh my
like
god,
when you're straight as a woman, more of a humiliation.
Yeah.
Like literally. Like, we're living in times where we're obviously there's like homophobia, and we should acknowledge that because that's really not okay. But it's okay to it's more okay to be yourselves now. You don't always have to take out your anger because you have to be something that you don't want to be.
Yeah. Like,
You know?
you can always choose to just stop and just be honest with yourself, you know.
Yeah,
And
but
so many
just like how she was saying that women can't break up, like, just immense shame if couples try to break up. She was just saying it for heterosexual people, but she can't apply that to gay people because she doesn't have empathy in that regard. And this is what I always say: people have empathy for people that reflect who they are, right? She can't understand that. She can understand that a straight couple getting divorced is strongly looked down upon, especially for the woman, and it's going to bring great shame to her, right? But she also cannot understand that a male being with another male is extremely looked down upon. Even though it's seemingly progressive, that individual loses out on a lot by presenting as homosexual. And by the way, they're not homosexual, they're bisexual. So why wouldn't they go for a woman if they have that capability to?
many people have done it. They're living great lives. I have a lot of gay friends. They're so happy, you know.
Yeah. Just live your truth and like, don't try to fit in, because I feel like when I was growing up, because I was really bullied in school because I was really an odd person. I'm very odd. I don't think a lot of people think like I'm really normal, but I've never fit in anywhere. No one, like, even if I try to make them like me, whatever, they would just like make fun of me or bully me.
Yeah.
But I was never like the real popular person or whatever. I wasn't. And by the time that people like wanted to be my friends, I didn't want friends anymore because I was bullied for so long. So I really decided, like, you know, looking back, like, I don't want to fit in anywhere. Like, that's why I don't even want to be like, come online and be like, oh, I'm a feminist and this and that and all these things. Like, I believe in the fighting for women's rights and I believe in feminism. But then again, there's so many different nuances, because there's one feminist that will say, you don't have to wear makeup, you don't have to do this, then you're a real feminist. Or if you get married, you have children, then you're not a real feminist. Which is like, I don't believe in all of that. Mm-hmm. So I don't even want to box myself in with these people because I don't believe in these different nuances.
No, but that's the same thing with religion, where you can be religious and not agree with a lot of things, you know?
Which I certainly don't agree with a lot of things in religion. I don't. And I will never agree with them. For example, we talk about all these prophets and all their teachings, Jesus' teachings, whatever. I would love to know about Maria's teachings.
Yeah.
Like, I would love to know that. Where is that?
It's so crazy because, like, when we look at religions, where are the women?
Where are the women?
Because women carry most of the wisdom.
They are the creators.
They're the mothers, you know. They a lot of women give their wisdom to their sons and to their daughters. So I don't understand why.
Well, it's just like they literally, like the women that had prophecies and whatever, they were
killed.
burned.
Yeah,
They were burned because you guys called them witches.
No, I saw this video that this guy made that said that if Jesus was a woman,
Yeah.
and he resurrected himself after dying, he, like, literally, if it was a woman, she would get burned. Like, she would literally die. They said she was crazy.
Yeah, it's
You
a
know?
witch. You know. So it's like we have all these teachings from these prophets, all these things. I would love to know what women.
Yeah, I
what
would love to
women
know
were saying.
about what women were saying, because I think most of the wisdom that we have comes from women.
Yeah.
But it's all been
Okay, I'm gonna drop a bomb on you guys. So the female prophets, they did not have sex with men. They were virgins. So Virgin Mary, if you look into, you don't even have to look that far back. If you just listen to a nun, they take a vow of celibacy. I don't think these two would listen to that because they're focused on, well, you can't wear makeup, right? A prophet wouldn't wear makeup. The things I don't align with, the prophets wouldn't have children. They would devote their life completely to God, and they would bring back messages of purity. So purity would be the number one trait that you would have to embody as a prophet. If you're not pure, you're not a prophet. Because you have to be pure in order to have contact with God. If you have other people's DNA in your body, you're distracted by the world, you live by your biology, you let your biology control your sexual instincts, you can't have insights that are different from the vast majority of people who chose to submit to their biology. So those prophets exist, and they all say the same thing, and they all have the same characteristics, the same goals, and it's purity.
I don't know, locked away.
Yeah, because they wanna, like, literally they took the creators and they make them think that they need to submit. That is the biggest joke of society.
They have made that, like, everyone believe that, but it's now to a point where women generally believe that men are some type of prize, you know?
Yeah. I saw this video on TikTok and they said, like, men are aliens that infiltrated our Earth and that they don't even belong here. And I honestly...
That makes sense.
I feel like, because a lot of men...
There's no such thing as aliens, but there is a such thing as genetic mutations, right? So if you look at the genetics of the male and the physiology of him, he can't carry life, right? He's essentially just a fertilizer. And then all he does is fertilize, and then the rest of his life, he's just wandering aimlessly. So he had to create things to not only seem like he's important, but to create the need for more and more and more and more resources so that there's a reason for him to, one, stay around, and two, for women to need him. So you will actually find the people who are most anti-technology, like anti-advancement, are actually males. So on one hand, and they're actually the biggest pushers as well. So they're on opposite ends. So on one end, the wealthiest males, they are pro-technology because they want to save money. They don't want to deal with humans they see as lower than them. And they want to essentially live inside the machine. They want to live forever, like transhumanism. And then the poor males, if they are not needed anymore, that means they're not going to get resources, they're not going to get money, and that means women won't want them anymore, and they won't have access to sex. So that's why they're against technology. So they're not aliens, they're just highly unnatural mutant type creatures, and there's really no purpose for them. At one point, what we call a female, which is really just an androgynous individual, what people call like a male and female mix would just fertilize its own eggs and then give birth that way and procreate that way. But people are so stuck on the penis and vagina procreation that it's perpetuating itself. This mutation is just constantly perpetuating itself. And then they talk about genetic diversity in that way. And you could say this genetic diversity in a way because the mutant keeps replicating himself and that's his only goal. But it's not an alien thing. It's like there's nothing that has entered this realm or atmosphere, and there's nothing that can exit it until it's time, I guess. But like if upon death, for example. But like something that truly, like actually, like the atoms vibrate too quickly cannot be on this plane. So there are no aliens or whatever else people say, ghosts, maybe, I don't even know. That none of that really exists here. It's just human beings and animals. You can maybe perceive it. I'm not denying your perception of things. I'm not saying that that ghosts, maybe you had a paranormal experience. I'm not denying that. I'm just saying it doesn't exist in a everyday life as a physical reality that we have to deal with.
Men have like, I feel like have no consciousness. Like a lot of women will tell them what to do and will tell them like how to behave. Like it's almost like you're teaching a child.
Yeah, and a lot of them are really looking for moms.
Yeah.
Like to be raised.
But honestly, that also comes back to how they were raised, because they're raised with no boundaries.
No, but also like the guys, did you see that one Netflix show where that what's it called? Ultimatum? Where that guy goes like, I'm looking for a girl like my mom. Like she has to be like my mom.
God.
I'm sorry, that is really disturbing
That is
to me.
insane.
When I hear a man say, I want a woman like my mom, it's like really giving incestual relationship
Yeah.
to me. It's
Yeah.
very disturbing.
Yeah. But a lot of people, they sleep with their sisters and brothers
Yeah.
and their mom.
I was just to say that I'm like at one point that was completely normal and natural because the male he was a mutant, right? And he was in small numbers, so he had to be perpetuated within the quote unquote family, right? People who are genetically closest to him. And he was like like you can see how they behave now. They're not the best at socializing. So the mothers who would see that this sexual individual could not, I don't know, like couldn't get any other female to agree to it, she would have sex with him. She would be his number one nurturer in many ways. If this breakdown helped, the real work is on Substack. That is where I go deeper than any video can. On Substack, I take apart books, movies, and videos for what they actually say about power, who has it, who's built to hand it over, and how that machinery still runs today. Story first, strategy underneath. It's $10 a month, the difference between watching power and understanding it. Links in the description. Come take your power back. Start seeing it, then start taking it.
A lot of people.
Yeah, they do. I swear.
A lot of people.
I saw it on TikTok. Like all these comments, they were like, my ex cheated on me with his sister and stuff. A lot of them.
Disgusting.
Yeah, and I don't know where that happens, but apparently it happens.
Apparently, it's so common.
It happens in a certain city in the United States. That's all I will say, and I'm not hating on anyone.
Well, I've known like Muslim cultures too. They typically marry cousins, and a lot of people have this belief about bloodlines, and they want to keep their bloodline pure, so they engage in incest as well. So it's very common, and they attribute it to like defects. But yeah, and you know, a lot of people who have like lost siblings, they unknowingly get procreate as well. And these results happen.
No. It just like, it really like, these people are like, I don't know, it's a little weird. You're saying Alabama, right?
They're commoning.
Yeah.
In Alabama, there's a lot of.
No, they say that like it's legal to marry your cousin, but cousin is like,
No,
anywhere
no.
they do that.
There's a lot
Oh,
of.
speaking of like long lost siblings. So if you have like if someone kind of looks like you, like they could be your sibling and you guys get along really well, there's a high likelihood that you guys are siblings. Like they found out so many people like this, like they're related, but like their parents, something happened, like cheating or whatever. And then they later find out that they're siblings. So if you like like someone enough to like have sex with them and they look similar to you, that's kind of like, and they live like they were born in the same city and all of that, it's kind of a red flag.
Incest going. I mean, not a lot, but like I've heard that there's a lot. I saw this one like family that literally had like children with. Oh, guys, I have another thought that I want to share, but they had like children with their sister.
AC. I'm starting to
with
melt.
their sister and their brother. Guys, did you see that one story about what's her name? I think Siders.
What is that?
Siders, that one girl that I told you about in the United.
Sabrina, it's so hot.
Put the AC on.
Oh my god.
Guys, did you see that? That Siders girl? Emily, I think. Emily Siders in the United States. That family. Am I saying that right? Is that her name?
Oh, guys, it's so hot here. We're like melting.
Yeah, did you put on AC?
Yeah. What?
Yeah, so there's this, like, I told you about this girl. When she was 13, she came to this American family, and from, like, she's like a foreigner. She was 13, and she started having children from the age of 13 to 33. And they found, like, 12 children in her house that literally haven't been outside, and she was just making babies every year.
Yeah.
And they all got arrested, like the grandfather and the grandmother, and then the son, and then the girl. But I honestly feel like that girl is a victim too. I don't.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. Like, she's 33 now, and obviously the children were being abused. But
Yeah.
she was 13 when she was starting to have children.
Yeah.
So
That's really sad.
yeah, everyone should really like look into that. It's a really sad story. It's so hot in here. Oh my god, I'm sweating.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, she was a victim. That's also what I believed.
But they arrested her as well?
They arrested her as well because she's an adult and the children were really in bad conditions.
Is this working?
No, I don't think you put it on.
Bro, I'm gonna fight.
You have to press that one button.
Oh my god. Oh, I want.
Yeah, and some kids couldn't speak. They did. Yeah, so these kids, so 18 kids, they were just inside. They couldn't speak. They couldn't talk anything.
Oh,
Are you okay?
it's so hot today.
Yeah, it's hot. I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
My hair is like humid.
It was in Ohio. Not
Some
gonna comment.
crazy shit happens in the US, I swear. All the time. But it's also because it's like a big country.
Yeah. I mean, crazy shit happens everywhere.
Yeah.
There's a lot of crazy shit happening everywhere right now.
I also want to like reiterate that anyone that is literally an adult should have a career and should work hard for their money. I mean, not work hard, but if you can work smarter, work easier, whatever, just work and make sure you have money. Like, I don't know why on fucking TikTok they go around and say that, like, I believe that men should provide for you, you should live off of men, or you should find rich men. That is not at all, and that has never been my content. I really want to make that very clear. I do not believe that any woman watching me should live off of a man. Unless if the man is paying for your stuff and whatever, but you have your own money, you have your own career, you still have your own business. I believe that. And I also don't believe in finding rich men and like dating rich men. I don't believe that. I really believe you should be with someone that you love, and a provider can be someone that is even an Uber driver, as long as he really cares to go out and help you out. And like, even if you're doing 50-50, you know, like that is really what I believe. And I feel like people have turned my message into something it's not at all. Like, I don't live off of a man. I have my own money. I have worked ever since I'm 15 years old. Even when I was 12, I was trying to sell waffles door to door. Like, I was always making money or finding ways to make money. Like, every single job I could do, I did. I was always working my ass off. Cleaning toilets, student job I did. I did like fucking events. I did like working in restaurants, like every single job. So I've always been a hard worker. I've literally been working every day. Like, I'm a workaholic. So I don't believe, I want to make that very clear, that you should ever live off of someone. Because if that person leaves, you are left with nothing. Please understand that. Just because you think someone is rich doesn't mean that he's not going to screw you over tomorrow.
There's a lot of women that have been in situations where their man leaves and they're left with nothing.
Nothing, yeah.
Start over.
Yeah, which is insane.
You can never trust someone.
Never, ever. I've said this even when I was engaged. I said you cannot trust a man. And you can't. Like, I literally proved it. You can't. So do not ever rely on someone financially. Never do that in your life. Because once they switch their mood, your whole lifestyle is gone. And I've known so many girls that literally were living that life. And like, even with men that are so fucking rich, they left them with nothing. Nothing.
And they take everything.
They take everything. The man you marry and the man you divorce is not the same man. They will get very vindictive and evil. There's only some women that get lucky in this area, but a lot of you guys, you will not. So focus on your own career. Focus on your money. Like, literally, we can go on vacations all the time, whatever we want. We have the freedom to buy whatever we want. Like, this is a lot of freedom, guys.
But it's also like, you know, a lot of the times because you're like telling women now, you know, rich men, but most of the men that I've seen that are begging, because there's not
Oh my God.
been one girl like begging for money that I've known.
Yeah.
It's always men. It's always men begging.
If you guys think women are gold diggers,
No.
you have not seen men around rich women. Like, with me, only men are begging me for money.
Yeah.
None of my female friends have ever asked me for anything. I need to literally push them to buy them stuff or whatever. But men, oh my God, guys, if I showed you guys messages, you would be shocked. Shocked. Literally begging me for money all the time. And it's because, again, men have no shame.
No, they have no
They have no shame.
And they literally keep asking.
Yeah, they keep asking. They keep asking. They don't stop. And it's like, it's fucking insane, this shit. Like, go fucking work.
No, men are literally the biggest
gold
diggers
diggers
in the
ever,
world.
ever.
They will
They're
literally
whores.
fake their
Also,
whole personality to.
What do they always say?
Be
If
with
you
a
ask,
woman.
if you ask a man, yeah, what would you do if you were a woman for one day? Immediately, I would be a whore. I would sleep with this guy for money. I would
I'll
sleep
sell
with
my
that guy.
pussy.
This and that. The men are naturally whores, like they're whores. They sleep with anything. They only don't like that women now are making money from that too. That's why they constantly shame these sex workers, these OnlyFans girls, all these things. But who we should actually shame is you guys that are paying for this. Because why is 84 million men, and a large percentage of those are married men, why are they paying for this?
There's something about when either a woman gets pregnant or when she gets married, where the man just like starts.
It's because they think like, I have her locked down now, like she will not go anywhere, and it gets boring. So they've
But
been
it's also
sleeping, like,
so stupid because it's like
so many women cheat as well.
No, they do, but I'm just saying, like people really need to learn how to invest in the right relationships, because your energy is literally, if you're talking to 10 people, your energy is literally everywhere.
Yeah.
And you're not focused on literally creating something with someone. You know, I've said this too, like relationships most of the time are really, how do I say this without offending anyone? You have to really find a person where you're like, I can grow with this person, I can build something with this person, and not necessarily crazy obsessed and in love with this person.
Yeah,
you know?
I agree.
Yeah, if you have like a crazy and love obsessed relationship, it's not a good relationship. You have to have a goal. If it's together, it's great, but you got to have an individual goal that you can lock in outside of the relationship. If you're all about that relationship, I'm going to say this. We live in a system of capitalism, not love.
You really need to invest in, like, even like with sisters or friendships or brothers or whatever. Like, you really have to invest to create a good bond. Like, it
Yeah.
just doesn't happen overnight. You have
Mhm.
any relationship, anything, any bond is like, you really have to invest and know where you have to put your energy and know who to prioritize to create a good connection.
I also, honestly, I really think, like, maybe it's me, but I'm not really interested in relationships that much, like, because I feel like it's so much energy and it's so
Mhm.
much work.
It's an
And you will
energy
see, like,
drain.
oftentimes women become so successful after they get a divorce, or they're finally like pouring the energy back into themselves. And it's really because it takes a lot of energy to be with a man. Seriously. Like, after I had my baby, it was like I had a second son, a teenage son at home. Like, literally, I was raising two kids. That's how I felt.
They're distractions. That's what they are. And she's talking about males in this context, but like all relationships are. The only time somebody would find a relationship beneficial is if this person is mentally ill and they need a caretaker. But again, that person who is the person that's the caretaker, they have more of a burden to shoulder. So if you do enter a relationship, especially with like a person who isn't ambitious, you have to be prepared to be their caretaker. You have to be the person. You're going to have more burdens if you want to be in a quote unquote loving relationship where someone is like who loves you. You have to cater to their emotions constantly. And this is why people who are ambitious, you have to pick between a relationship or your business. You can't have both. It can't be done. One of them is going to be neglected, and all I'm going to say is you don't want to neglect your business.
And I was literally like, what am I fucking doing? Like, it was really insane. And a lot of women say the same thing. They say, like, once I had my child, my fucking partner turned into a child as well.
Yeah.
And it's like such weaponized incompetence, because they will act like, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that, so you won't.
It's not an act. They can't do it. And once they lock you down, now they have a caretaker for life. So they become useless, and not everything's on you to take care of. And it's also a component of competition, because they want attention as well. So now the attention is going to the baby, right? But now this person that you're with, they want attention. So to compete, they have to make themselves as useful as a baby is, like a newborn.
You won't ask them, but it's like, it's so annoying. And then you see these women that then become like single mothers because they can't deal with all the shit anymore, and they actually start thriving way more.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I think like any person you're dating where you're just getting exhausted being with them, it's
Yeah.
just like draining your energy. It's
Yeah.
like, it's never gonna work out, never gets better, It's like always very smart to just get out as soon as possible.
Yeah. And I also think, like, you should believe that, like, it will all end in a good way. Because I think everyone thinks, like, oh, look, you failed at this relationship, that's it, that's lost, this and that. But I don't think anything's ever lost. I think if
Yeah.
seriously something was for you, it would have been for you. The reason it's not for you is because this is not your highest timeline. This is not where you're supposed to go. And so you will be put on a timeline where you are meant to flourish.
Yeah.
And I don't believe in seeing anything as a downfall or a failure. Nothing is a failure.
No.
I really believe everything in life happens the way it's supposed to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it will happen for your highest good. And you should just believe that. There's always a better outcome that will be there.
I always, like, the older I've gotten, the more I've realized that every time something bad happens, I'm like, okay, in like a week or in a month, I'll understand why this happened,
Yeah.
the way it happened, but I just don't understand it now.
Yeah.
But I really believe that anything that's negative that happens was for a good reason. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, that's the mindset you have to have, because it is true. If you think of a divine plan, and let's just say you're just walking on your path and there's a great danger ahead and it could kill you, there's something that's going to happen before you get to that great danger that will throw you off of the path you're currently on and place you on a new path. You don't have to. This is why I keep telling you, stop thinking. It's not beneficial to you. You can't outthink the grand scheme of things. You can't outthink it. It doesn't matter how much you plan. It doesn't matter how much you strategize about something. If something is not meant for you, it's not going to happen. It doesn't matter how hard you try. Life should be easy. Take the path of least resistance. Engage in the skills that you find easiest. Engage in the thing. There's always that one thing that everybody tells you that you're amazing at, but you don't see it as valuable because of whatever programming you have. Well, and then you're going to go to school or go do something that's more difficult and surround yourself amongst people who are trying so hard to learn what you have naturally, but you're going to forego that because you have it in your mind that that's not valuable. So you will find continuously you're going to get pulled back to that thing that is easiest for you to do because that is your path. Life should be easy. If it's not easy, you have made it harder for yourself by choice. Especially if you're past 25 and you still think life is difficult, there's something that you're doing wrong and you need to come to terms with that. Stop going on the path of least resistance. Stop overthinking. Stop planning. Stop looking at trends and seeing, oh, what is the most needed job in 2030? It doesn't matter. Just do what you want today and keep doing everything you want in the present moment.
There's this quote that says like, maybe something bad happens so something worse wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
And I really believe that. Like,
Yeah.
every time we've even gone through something, it always made sense afterwards.
Yeah,
always.
yeah, always. And then I'm like, I really trust that everything happens for my highest good. I don't believe in like, this and that. No. Life is
Even though
always
you're
improving.
if in the moment you're like everything is lost, it's never
lost.
You know, it's never lost. You just have to think like, what is this teaching me right now?
And it's so beautiful because when you look back, you're like, oh damn, like that makes a lot of sense. It's almost like the situation is smarter than you at that time.
You know?
And this is why personally it's really, and this is why I like business, but this like completely suits the principles. Like spirituality and business are like perfectly aligned. And if you don't understand capitalism, you don't understand that. Like all the greatest capitalists are spiritual, but they keep it to themselves. You will see, like, just literally just look them up, any of them. They're all spiritual for a reason because they understand and they followed their path. You have to be able to follow your path and understand that your life is your own to create something that other people are too scared to create. If you live in fear, yeah, you have to get a job. If you live in fear, you have to get a job. If you want to follow the straight and narrow and do what your parents said, you're gonna have to get a job, and you can't get a business because you lack spirituality if you live in that level of fear, right? But if everything is meant to happen a certain way, and it's going to happen a certain way regardless, why are you trying so hard to fight against reality? You can't fight nature. You can't fight action and reaction. You can't fight karma.
So many things happened in my life in that moment where I was like, oh my God, I literally want to die right now. And then a week went by or a month and I was like, thank God that happened.
Yeah.
Because that really saved me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Listen to what's pulling you to.
Yeah.
The Smart Series. 4 books, 1 sequence. Each removes a layer the next one needs gone. If this made sense to you, there's much more to learn. Start with what you sow. The link's in the comment below.